Howdy, welcome back to Fang. Today we're gonna talk about Mandalorian and Grogu. Now this is gonna be my review about the movie. Uh, I know I'm a little bit late, but I had a big field trip. You can see that it was the El Paso trip that I just uploaded a few days ago. You can go ahead and watch that, or you can stick around and see what I thought about the movie. Now, first, a little recap in case you guys don't know what it is about. It's about a great Mandalorian named Din Djarin and his family Grogu, which is a Yoda species from Star Wars. So, the Mandalorian and Grogu characters already have three seasons on Disney Plus, and they decided to put this as a movie. Now, in my opinion, I thought that the characters of Mando and Grogu were serious characters. They don't feel like movie characters, and I thought that they were always gonna stay on the small screen. Which, after the movie, I kinda still agree that they should stay as a TV show instead of a series. I mean, a movie. Because even the movie felt like at least 3 episodes cut together to make, and I believe it was a 2 hour movie. And you can feel that from the pieces from like the first, second act, they were really just story wise separate from the whole premise. I also didn't like that the twins didn't spoke hot is I think, and they spoke basic galactic, which in the Star Wars universe that relates to English for us. So, but having I think Rata the Hutt, the descendant from Jabba the Hutt, speak basic galactic, I thought that worked because in the movie you can see that Rata the Hutt doesn't want to be related to Jabba's empire. And the first time we saw Rata was in the Clone Wars movie before the Clone Wars series, which is again part of what Disney has going on, that they want to make shows, and then based on because the shows were so popular, now they're moving to this big screen, and they're having the issue where normal audiences are not relating to that, which I can feel from a lot of movies like the Thunderbolts, but with Star Wars they were usually the other way around. They usually do the movies and then have those characters go to the small screen, which works really good. And I think like some Star Wars series are good, but I think like they don't have the right option. They don't know what characters fit where, because the Obi-Wan Kenobi series as well as the Skeleton Crew could have worked as a movie. I thought those were supposed to be movie first, and then they changed it to series. The Mandalorian Grogu are TV show characters. They usually just go on adventures, get some instructions that they need to do, and they do it for that episode. And that works. The structure works for them to be that. It doesn't really work on the big screen. But other than that, I liked it. I mean, I'm always gonna shop for Star Wars. I said in my ranking video, anything Star Wars related, I'm there. I'm most likely the first one, except this one because I had a trip and I hated the timing because I couldn't see the opening day. But I ended up seeing it anyway afterwards. I also enjoyed how they did the puppeteer work with the Grogu mannequin. I wanna say, I don't know. They really puppeteered that one well, and they played with the resolution and the frame rate of the movie so that you could see it better and you could see the movements better, and that's just carrying over from the TV show, and they always do a good job trying to make that as real as possible. And for the future of the Mandalorian and Grogu, I always thought that Grogu was gonna become the Mandalorian, and there's some speculation that the original title, the Mandalorian, was supposed to be Grogu, not Din Djarin, and I think that's what they're going for. So if they end up making another season, I want to see a time jump, and I want to see Grogu be able to move more and become more like Yoda in the sense that it's more grown up, because that species, like, I mean, Grogu, come on, he's 50 years old and he's a foundling. He's smaller than a bottle. But I mean, overall, it wasn't a bad watch. Again, it felt like you had 3 episodes cut together to make the movie, which is not good. But it's, in my opinion, not that good. And I can see how Disney really made it so that it appeals to children. It really felt like that, and it really looked like that because of the jokes, and like it doesn't feel the same as the show. It does feel different because how they target it, but I would have much rather preferred that to be a show. It had the structure, it had everything. I mean, I've been rambling about how it should be a show, but uh, Ryan from Screen Crush really made a point about how they both relate one another and the difference between them. So if you wanna highly detailed view, go watch his go watch his video. I'm just here giving my opinion, so I'm not gonna go too much into detail, mainly because how I do these videos. What else? Oh yeah, the movie also makes it clear how they're trying to structure it, the Mando universe, towards being more towards Grogu, which I believe is gonna end up anyway. Like, even though we can see that Din Djarin grows up, and I mean, he's a normal person, so his aging is normal compared to someone like Grogu and his species that grow later. But I do want them to transition. If they're gonna do that, I think that they should just transition, do like a 2, maybe 3 more seasons, getting all the way to season, what would be 6, yeah, all the way to season 6, and have some time jumps there so that Grogu actually grows up, and we can see Din Djarin pass the mantle of the Mandalorian to Grogu, because we've already seen it that Grogu still has the Force, still uses it regularly, but he's gonna grow out of it and he's gonna become the Mandalorian. Although it's gonna be weird having a species like that with the ears in the helmet all the time. That is gonna be weird, but I do feel like that if that's the way that they're going, that's how it's gonna be. And well, thank you for coming to my little rant about the movie. This is gonna be a short video just because of that. If you want to go back to my rankings, go there. I want to say, after seeing the movie, I definitely have to put it probably in the middle. I mean, again, it's a Star Wars movie. I'm gonna say it's interesting, but I do feel like that should have been a show, not a movie. It did feel like I saw either three different movies or just three different seasons, which I mean three different episodes, because that's really how it felt. Um, if you want me to continue talking about Star Wars, leave a comment down below or like the video so that I know again to keep doing more Star Wars content, even though I'm not the best at it right now, but I'm trying my best. At least I'm just ranting. If you wanna go check any other video, you can. I do have more content over there. But thank you for watching. See you next time.